Hello, Pisces. Welcome back to another episode of Solari Tarot. It is Greg here. I am here to do your reading for October 2022. How was the Mercury Retrograde? How did you fare? We had an interesting time. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, click the notification bell so that you always get updated when I post new content. I have a bunch of exciting stuff coming up for you this month. We're going to be doing some content on the Witch's Wheel. I just got back from West Virginia and filmed tons of footage there about what I've been up to and what's been going on. And those videos will be coming out in the weeks following into October. And yeah, so listen, let's start with your astrology. And then we're going to do some oracle cards I've already pulled. And then, of course, last but not least, we're going to pull you a full spread of tarot and then clarification. So, Pisces. A lot's happening for you here in October because we have a lot of astrological movement. So you need to hang on. On the 1st of October, which was 2 days ago, I'm filming this on the 3rd, Venus opposed Jupiter in your second house. That was in your money sector. So there's a lot of room for you to grow financially here in the month of October. You could be thinking a lot about your money. That's not all, but definitely money. If you have been waiting for the right time to make a big purchase, get a new car, buy a new house, finance something, now's a great time to do that at the beginning of October. There's an astrological go-ahead for you to buy something big, if you can afford it, of course. If you want to ask for a raise and you really think that you do deserve it and you think that your superiors will agree, go for it. This is a great time for that. There's a lot of beauty surrounding you guys right now. I think you're starting to realize it in a lot of different ways. Mercury retrograde, of course, yesterday ended. Mercury went direct. So for you, the green light to get moving, the green light to move forward with whatever your plans are, whatever September showed you, right? Now, there could be some detours on that road this month, so don't be discouraged if they're coming up. It's just a part of the process. Mercury is stationing direct in your 8th house. This is your give and take house, right? So you might be having to make some sacrifices in order to transform your life. You're coming to terms with a lot of things in reference to that very idea. You might be wanting to move on to a next chapter of your life, and you might be realizing that you have to make peace with the fact that maybe everybody or everything can't come with you in this new journey ahead. I think that's what you figured out in September, yes? Now, we have on the October 9th, we have a full moon in Aries. This is going to be in your 2nd house of stability and self-esteem. Once again, financial revelations could be coming out. You could be making some cuts to some of the subscription services that you subscribe to, right? Also, you're questioning, where have you been placing value? Is it on those big purchases? Is that what you think is valuable? Or have you learned a little bit of something else over the last couple of months? Are you in a scarcity mindset, right? Are you in the 5 of Pentacles energy, feeling like you'll never have enough or you need to hold so tightly onto what you have? This full moon's going to bring all that to light and show you that you're worth what you think you are. You will be feeling grounded around the full moon in Aries, even if you have to give yourself some time. Now, by the end of the month, October 23rd, you're going to be feeling good about this because we have the Sun and Venus entering Scorpio, bringing magic to your 9th house of adventure and wisdom. This is 9 of Cups energy. It's a powerful time to explore the unknown with curiosity. You could be traveling to Cabo to have pina coladas. Whatever it is that you've been worried about towards the end of the month, you're going to be saying, fuck it. You're going to be dancing. You're going to be chilling. You're going to be maybe traveling, right? You might be wanting to educate yourself and sit back with a nice book, experiment with different philosophies here towards the end of the month. You're experimenting. Now, for you, the real finale of the month takes place on the 28th. Jupiter retrograde is leaving behind Aries and it's re-entering Pisces for a 2nd time, technically I think a 3rd time, where it will remain till the end of the year. This is in your 1st house of self, badass, totally badass. Excuse me. Excuse me. You will be feeling confident about who you are and what you want. You could be, a lot of the water signs are bringing in this sexual energy of really like knowing that you're hot and that you're worthy, right? Now, the final thing I want to talk about before we move into the cards is the Mars retrograde that's coming on October 30th, the night before Samhain, the Sacred Witches' Sabbath Day. It could increase some conflict and frustration. It's going to be in your fourth house of home and family, so it might be happening at home. But it is encouraging you to get yourself grounded. And if there's negative energy that's in your shit, you might be needing to do rituals to cleanse that energy out of your house. Or you might be needing to do the cinnamon at the door thing, right? Like, I don't know. Check Witch Talk on that. Now, moving into your cards for the month, I pulled from the Norse deck, and you pulled Fornjot. This is Temperance. This functions exactly as the Temperance card in the tarot. This is about the balancing of what is. This is Sagittarius energy here. I also want to note there's a hawk up here, no, that's a raven. But I said hawk, so pay attention to hawks and ravens this month. If you live in North America, they're everywhere, so you just pay more attention to them and they might be giving you messages. Now, your archetypes card, Eros. This is sexual passion. This is desire. This is eroticness. I think the water signs are feeling hot. I think there's a lot of magic when we have this Jupiter re-entering Pisces thing. We have the scarab beetle spirit as your animal spirit of the month. Magic works through you. I love this. This is ancient Egyptian energy. This is magic. This is obviously a very magical month of the year. Pisces, we have Samhain, which is Halloween to many, but it is the witch's sacred day, and it is our final harvest for the coming year. So it is kind of our new year in a way. And I think that there is this magic in the air at this time, generally, astrologically, of course. So you're picking up on that, Pisces. You are that connection to spirit. You are that oracle, right? All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Classic. Solari Tarot, fueledbycoffee.com. What's the message of Pisces for October 2022? What messages are we giving to the zodiac sign of Pisces for October 2022? Spirit, speak. Eight of Cups, big journeys, big shamanic changes, vision quests, going deep under, deep within, walking away from things and people that can't be a part of your new world. Something happened to you in September where you realized a lot of things. Now, that's what the Mercury Retrograde was there to do for you. Now, you may be seeing why. I think all of us and all of our zodiac signs are feeling that way. We're starting to understand why what happened, and what we realized during the last couple of months, and that astrology we had leading up to now. Eight of Cups. It's all about soul searching here, folks, and it's all about getting to the point. I also, for some reason, am wanting to mention ayahuasca ceremonies. Now, ayahuasca is, do your own research, but you can do those in South America. Make sure you're doing them safely if you're doing them, but some of you may be traveling to an ayahuasca ceremony this month. Just make sure that you're going to a real shaman and that you're safe. Okay, something else is sliding around. The Five of Cups. Yeah, look at this. This is really Pisces, us starting the reading, talking about how you've moved on from a place where you were really saddened about some things in your life, or you had a lot of regret, or you felt really down in the dumps. And the Eight of Cups is showing you, I think, you're going deep under to realize that there's a reason to feel all right, and that there are beautiful things surrounding you at this time. I think that you're coming to big realizations, and I don't think those are always easy. But I think that we are realizing a lot of beautiful things, aha moments, right? What's our message for Pisces? October. Guys, today I'm using the Tarot of the Divine. This is by Yoshitani. And it's a beautiful deck that was gifted to me this last weekend by a friend for officiating her wedding. So I wanted to use it on the channel this month. Pisces. There we go. The Five of Swords. You know, I think that for some of us Pisceans, maybe in the month of September, we went through some things that really were hard to go through. Five of Swords is conflict. Five of Cups is regret, sadness. I think that we're transcending these things. And I think for a lot of you, this is in a spiritual way. I think you're understanding how the puzzle pieces are falling now. And I think that you had to go through some particularly challenging things to realize this, but I think that there's big changes that you want to make. And I think that there's movement forward in that way, of course, but you know, September could have brought up some stuff you just didn't want brought up, or it could have reminded you of some energy you really never wanted to go back to. And I think now in October, you're really walking away and you're really trying, at least, to get moving in a direction. And that's happening primordially in a spiritual way. So it's deeper than you think. Pisces. The Hanged Man, exactly. I love the Hanged Man, guys, because this card references the story of the great Allfather, Odin, and him hanging himself from the great world tree, Yggdrasil, for 9 days and 9 nights, so that he could learn the sacred runes, the structure of what is. Now, in the traditional tarot, you'll note that the Hanged Man does not seem to be very upset about hanging upside down. In fact, it's this very hanging upside down and stopping and reminiscing and thinking that gives him the ability to press on now with more knowledge than before, because the runes have been enlightened to him. And 8 of Cups and the Hanged Man is very much a philosophical energy, guys, a soul searching this month, looking at what we really believe and what we believe about ourselves and what we believe about our world, right? What we believe. And look, the world is a crazy place right now. And in terms of what is happening in our world, a lot of us feel 5 of Cups and 5 of Swords because the world is like this, isn't it? A lot of hunger, a lot of suffering, a lot of war. The world feels like this right now. And you guys are the oracles of the zodiac. So I think in some way you're really picking up on that. But there is this need to think objectively about something, right? Or there may be a big perspective change happening for you here in the month of October. You're just seeing things differently. And that's a good thing. What else do we have for Pisces here this month? The Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Some of you may be wanting to make offers with partners. Once again, I want to go back to the fact that so far for the water signs, there has been a little bit of sexual energy around this Jupiter re-entering Pisces thing. This could be the case for you. You could have some suitors around you or people that are wanting to come in and make offers to you in terms of love. You know, I only talk about love on the channel when it's applicable to the astrology and the energy that we're seeing here, but it is. So some of you are reading, you know, what you're looking for today is a love reading, and that's a good message. Now, some of you may have been hurt by somebody, right? This could be an offer or an apology coming in from somebody that hurt you. And I think you're moving on. I don't think you have much of an interest in communicating with someone. I think that, because there's a someone here, could be an Aries for some reason. Okay, what's this? Page of Wands. 7 of Wands. I definitely think for some of you, there is this, somebody's trying to come in and you're saying, nah, I worked on that. I'm done with this. Sorry. For some of you, it could be an old hookup, wants to talk to you, wants to have some sort of conversation with you, and you are saying, nah, in your face, don't want to talk, I'm good. I got me a little new man. You know? We have the Wheel of Fortune, very good. Big shifts and changes coming for you. Stepping into fate, stepping into destiny, stepping onto the path you are meant to walk always. The Wheel of Fortune shows that after a time of great hardship, that there is a time to be rejoiceful for all things a season, this card reminds us. The Wheel of Fortune also reminds us of our Witch's Wheel of the year. And it reminds us of our upcoming Sabbath, Samhain, the death of the sun and the coming cold winter, and the honoring of what has died. I think that we're moving on, Pisces. Moving on up. Emphasis on the moving on. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else we got for Pisces. All right, the Chariot, very good. Scorpio. Scorpio had this card. Once again, moving on up to the east side. We're moving on up. I love this. This is great willpower. This is great discipline. This is big, accelerated movement forward. Scorpio had a reading similar to this, a little bit more on the acceleration. I think that you guys are taking your time with some things. That's okay. That's great. That's actually a wonderful thing to do. But I think that you have a great sense of discipline at this time. I think you're working very hard. I think that you're maintaining your position in all things. You know, we have a lot of interaction here for you, but we also have great news in terms of your financial fortune, your financial future as well. For those of you wanting to really expand your financial volume, this will be a good month for that. You will be staying exactly where you are. You will be continuing to resist any temptations that you have at this time. Also, if people are battling you from below, you realize that you have the advantageous position. Do we have 2 sevens? No. Now, Pisces, let's clarify this. 5 of Cups before I even start talking. Look. Who's really sad? Who's feeling really sad? We have the 5 of Cups twice. It's just throwing itself out of the deck. I just want to say that, you know, some of us may be going through a little bit of sadness and we might just be feeling bummed out. But we always have to make sure, Pisces, that we're not crying over spilled milk here, right? We may have some regrets. Yes, this is true. But what you are capable of doing at this time is really a lot, and it's really amazing. So don't waste it worrying about the past and worrying about what's happened to you or what's broken you. Don't let it. 5 of Cups, 7 of Wands, too, could mean that maybe you're not processing the grief as much as you should. This is a wonderful month to process grief because we're seeing immediate results from it, of course. Now, tell us about the 5 of Swords. A doubly clarified 5 of Cups, though. Okay, look at this. Whoa, holy shit. Now, for those of you that are not effing with nobody anymore, or you're not messing with some person anymore, there could be another some person coming in right around the end of the month when Jupiter enters Pisces. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Cups. Could be a small number of you, of course, that feel that after going everything you've went through, that you do really love somebody and you guys are really meant for each other and that you are able to forgive them and you've done a lot of soul searching and you're willing to accept their apology and understand their point of view. Now that's based around the idea that this person was not very bad for you, or this was a person that was not withholding from you. When we have, look at this. This right here is very gorgeous soulmate energy. This is about as pure as it gets. Destined to be together. Fated to be together. For those of you that are sad about a lover, there's somebody or there's something way more magical you haven't even realized yet. There's something way better. This is destined love. I love this. I don't talk about that very much. I did say for Scorpio that I was going to do love readings for all of the applicable signs. So I'm going to do one for you guys too. The bonus readings this month will be for love. Because it's applicable here. So any of the signs that had that, we'll do separate readings this month for them. Now, Eight of Cups. Show us the Eight of Cups energy. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely walking away, definitely moving on from something, definitely starting a new chapter. We saw that in the astrology, of course, but you know, enough is enough for you. I think that we're moving on, walking away, saying goodbye, turning our backs to something here in October. We may have physically, this may have already happened. We could be in a limbo about it now, but it's done. Six of Swords kind of energy. It's not here, but that kind of energy. Excuse me. A rite of passage, a movement forward. What's done is done. It's done. It's over with. Knight of Cups. Show us what this Knight of Cups is, though. Okay. What is this? King of Pentacles reversed? Could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo. We have the Chariot and the Three of Cups. This could, for some of you, be that you were with somebody who was not solid ground. They were very unstable, or they couldn't, you know, there was no commitment. There was nothing to commit to. There could have been somebody else involved in the picture. I usually don't like to do readings like this, but it is kind of coming out that way. So, you know, I want to read it. But, you know, some of you could have been going, you know, you might want to move forward with somebody, or you could have been juggling options, and now you're really making your decision about who it is that you really want to be with, or who you want to give the attention to here this month. Show us the Hanged Man. You could just be having moments with somebody that just feel like magic, right? They just feel magical. Look at this, High Priestess on the bottom and the Page of Wands again. A lot of passion. Of course, we had Eros as your archetypes card. There is some really sexual energy in the air for you here this month, Pisces. It's looking like it might be a water sign thing because Scorpio had a very similar reading. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, of course. The Page of Wands in a place like this, in a reading like this, really talks to me about what somebody is craving. And when a Knight of Cups is sending you a message, it's probably romantic. And when a Page of Wands is sending you a text, it's probably not romantic. It's probably carnally based. Yes? You picking up what I'm putting down, Pisces? There's some hookup energy here, buddy. I always want to remind everyone to be very safe while hooking up and to take very good care of yourself. Always make sure to get checked up on and go, you know, if you're out there hooking up. But you might be out there hooking up this month. So if I'm talking to some gay Pisces, call me. If you're a gay Pisces, call me. All right, let's see. What's the Page of Wands about? Let's just clarify that. Okay, High Priestess. Yeah, somebody's digging Pisces here. Somebody's on one about Pisces. Look, this reading really is like a roller coaster. It took a turn because you're like really sad, but now you're like really getting laid. It's very crazy energy. This might be like makeup sex for some of you. Big, intense makeup sex. Also, there could be a message coming through to you that somebody's got a feeling about you that they hadn't expressed before, right? Like, there's not a lot of harboring energy, but I just kind of feel like you might have felt the vibes with somebody, but you haven't communicated about it. And now we have Mercury direct. I think there's more communication in all of the different forms. So you might just be, somebody might be saying, you know, they might be like commenting on your Instagram story, you know. I know some of y'all that are watching this video right now be commenting sexy things on my Instagram story. I know who y'all are. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance. You'll get there. If you need to take extra time this month, Pisces, to get moving, that's okay. You're going to get there. You're well on your way. There's no reason to push or to rush anything. Stay balanced. You know, we had Fortnjot that came out, the Temperance card of this deck. So we need you in a good space, Pisces. We need you in a good place. Yes? I definitely think that this is a month where you could be, for some of you, could be drinking your sorrows. None of that. Drink for fun. Don't drink your sorrows away. Work on that. I think that we're moving on from stuff, Pisces, and I think that because we're doing it, we're having more fun. You have a good astrological month. There could be some things happening in the home you need to take care of. You know, there could be some challenging aspects to the month, but they're not anything that you need to be in a 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords about. You need to be easier on yourself. You need to have a little bit of balance here as we move through October. Have a great month. I'm going to be posting so many videos coming up about all kinds of cool stuff that I've filmed for you while I was in West Virginia for the Samhain month. I got a lot of videos planned, so keep your eye open, hit the notification bell so you always know when I'm posting new videos. I love you dearly. Have a good Halloween. I know that you guys like to trick, but maybe you should do the treat thing this year, yes? Love you. Bye-bye.